When you're living with diabetes, it is essential to add plenty of vegetables to your diet. Vegetables are filled with fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and they can make a great difference when balancing your blood sugar levels. But not everyone likes vegetables. I bet if we asked you, you'd probably admit that there is at least one vegetable you refuse to eat. But the more variety of veggies you get into your normal diet, the wider the spectrum of diabetes-fighting nutrients you'll attain. So, how can you easily and tastefully add extra veggies to your plate? Try a soup. But which are the very best and easiest to make soups for fighting diabetes? And why exactly is eating or drinking soup such a great way to acquire beneficial nutrients? Keep watching, because we're about to share 4 of the very healthiest and most hearty soups for improving your blood sugar balance. Like, subscribe, hit the thanks button, and stick around for 3 free gifts. Now, let's discover the 4 best soups for blood sugar balance. What's in a soup? Well, pretty much anything you want, but vegetable-based soups can really bring you an entire catalog of nutrition, all in one small bowl. To make a soup, simply start with a vegetable broth or water. Then boil, and in some cases, blend a range of vegetables together and season with salt, pepper, and other diabetes-fighting spices and herbs, like garlic, paprika, and cumin. You can even find recipes that utilize small amounts of flavor-packed, nutrition-rich extras, like lime juice and apple cider vinegar. Making a veggie-based soup is just about the quickest and easiest way to get a ton of anti-diabetes, pro-heart health nutrients into your body. And the water content of any soup will help fill you up while also adding hydration to your meal. Plus, consuming veggies in liquid form can often make it easier on your digestive system, which in turn can aid your blood glucose balance. So, what are the best soups for diabetics? Well, let's find out. Number 4. Lentil soup. Lentils are legumes which are extremely nutritious, especially for those managing diabetes. While a cup of cooked lentils does give you 46 grams of carbohydrates, these are beneficial complex carbs, which take longer for your body to digest than simple carbohydrate foods like white bread and pasta. Plus, a 1 cup serving of cooked lentils also supplies 18 grams of fiber and 24 grams of protein. This means that lentils carry an excellent carb-to-fiber ratio, and their protein content further aids your body in post-meal satiety and glucose management. Lentils also come fully loaded with other important diabetes-fighting nutrients, including vitamin B, magnesium, potassium, and zinc. And lentils can really make a difference to your diet if you use them to replace your typical higher starch foods, like white rice. In fact, a 2018 study found that replacing half a serving of rice with half a serving of lentils can reduce blood glucose levels by up to 20%. The study noted that replacing any type of carbohydrates with lentils can reduce blood glucose levels by up to 35%. So, how can you make a tasteful lentil soup? Well, all you need is 1 cup of lentils, 2 cups of chopped carrots, half a red onion, a pinch of cumin and ground pepper, and any other veggies you'd like, such as asparagus or cauliflower. Add them to a pot of boiling water and cook them for 10 minutes. Then use a blender to put the finishing touches on your creamy, delicious, nutrient-packed lentil soup. Number 3. Bean soup. Here's a wonderful soup you can enjoy blended or chunky, and it's loaded with blood sugar balancing fiber. Pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans are all excellent legumes, which have been shown to reduce the risk of a post-meal glucose spike. These beans contain plenty of fiber, protein, and diabetes-fighting minerals, including magnesium and calcium. They also come with a generous amount of thiamine, or vitamin B1, which the body uses to properly convert food into energy. Beans in general can contain up to 60% of the daily recommended intake of dietary fiber, so even a small portion can make a huge difference for your post-meal glucose levels. Plus, they can also be an excellent veggie-based protein centerpiece, and they can work to improve your heart health while also benefiting your long-term blood sugar. In fact, a recent study showed that, compared to a control group that ate red meat, type 2 diabetic participants who ate beans for 8 weeks had a significant reduction in triglyceride levels, insulin resistance, and blood glucose levels. A similar study also observed an improvement in HbA1c levels for type 2 diabetics who regularly consumed beans. So, for a great helping of nutrients, and to help balance your blood glucose, try a bean soup. You'll need 1 cup of beans, 1 cup of chopped carrots, 1 cup of onions, a handful of kale, 4 to 5 cups of low-sodium vegetable stock, 4 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and any other veggies like celery. Sauté your onions, garlic, and carrots in a large pot for about 10 minutes. Then add the beans, the broth, your other veggies, and salt and pepper to taste. Top it off with an extra cup of water if need be, and bring it to a boil. You can blend it for a creamy texture, or you can enjoy it as is. Number 2. Kale and barley soup. This might be an unconventional combo, but a soup made of kale and barley can be surprisingly delicious and extremely beneficial for your blood glucose. Kale is a fiber-rich, cruciferous vegetable, and it supplies diabetes-fighting nutrients like vitamins A, K, C, and B, as well as anti-inflammatory antioxidants like quercetin. This combination of vitamins and antioxidants has been linked with inflammation reduction and enhanced digestion, and a recent study even found that drinking kale juice for 12 weeks can significantly reduce the risks of multiple chronic diseases. Meanwhile, adding barley to your soup means that you get quality protein, fiber, and diabetes-fighting antioxidants, including vitamin E and lutein. In fact, one study found that eating barley may reduce blood sugar levels by up to 65%, and it can increase insulin sensitivity in general. To make a kale and barley soup, here's all you need. 2 cups of barley, 4 to 5 cups of kale, 1 red onion, 1 chopped carrot, some salt, pepper, and cumin, and any other vegetables you like. Add it all to boiling water for 10 minutes, then blend. Okay, before we reveal our favorite soup for fighting diabetes, are you ready for 3 free gifts? Discover a world of positive nutrition within our new book, Superfoods for Diabetics. Get exclusive insights from some of the world's leading medical and nutritional professionals in episode 1 of that diabetes documentary. And take the guesswork out of healthy cooking with the recipes inside. Snacks, meals, and desserts that lower blood sugar. Grab all 3 just by clicking the link in the description below. Now, what is the healthiest and most delicious soup for fighting diabetes? Number 1. Quinoa Soup. Quinoa is definitely a plant-based protein food you should add to your diet. After all, it's a low GI whole grain seed, supplying beneficial complex carbohydrates. It's also a quality source of fiber, so you won't have to worry about a steep rise in your glucose when eating this grain. Quinoa is also rich in protein, monounsaturated fats, including oleic acid, and a range of antioxidant vitamins, including iron, manganese, phosphorus, and zinc. Quinoa is actually one of the very best places for you to get plant-based protein, as it contains more protein by dry weight than most any other cereal grain. In fact, quinoa supplies all 9 essential fatty acids, making it a complete protein source. And one of its main fat sources, oleic acid, has been linked with improved cardiovascular health. Results of a recent animal experiment suggest that if you replace your typical carbohydrates with quinoa, you may significantly lower your harmful LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and even your blood sugar levels. A separate study found similar results on humans, and also noted that regularly eating quinoa may help improve your insulin response. So maybe it's time to enjoy some quinoa as part of a delicious soup. To make quinoa soup, grab 1 cup of quinoa, 3 cups of broccoli, a handful of spinach, 1 chopped carrot, some salt, pepper, and turmeric. Simply add all the ingredients to a boiling pot and cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Blend and enjoy. So now you know, the best soups for blood sugar balance will include plenty of fiber, protein, and vitamins, which will help improve your digestion while aiding your blood sugar regulation. Now, we want to hear from you. What soup are you excited to try, and why? Share your thoughts with our community by commenting below. Before you head out, please like this video. Feel free to click the thanks button, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Oh, and don't forget, you can claim all 3 free gifts by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a diabetes-fighting day.